Kia ora whānga. So today it's a bit of a special day. I'm going to be teaching you a haka. Now I did this on my previous channel. It was the national anthem haka, but this is much more of a simple haka. So hang tight, stick around if you're into that sort of thing, and I'll see you in the video. Okay guys, to help you out a little bit, and for those people that are teachers, if you want to actually teach this in your school, I've provided you with a waltz today, or a learning intention. So up here you can see we are learning to perform a tōia mai. Okay, that's the actual name of the haka, a tōia mai, with a macron over the A. I think it's got a macron over the O too, pretty sure. Yes it does, I just haven't put it there, I've got it there. But that's, if you want to look that up, that's what the title of the haka is, a tōia mai. Now, for those of you not familiar with this haka is performed to manuhiri to pull them in and welcome them. That's essentially what this haka has done. It's also called the pōwhiri haka because it's done during a pōwhiri or a welcoming ceremony. And essentially what the haka means is to pull in the waka, okay? So in a traditional sense, if you were going down to the shore to meet the manuhiri as they come into your area, your tribal lands, and beach their waka, you'd have all the bros run down and pull the waka ashore to welcome your guests onto your tūranga waiwai, okay, or your whenua. Now, just so I'm going to read through the haka one time, and then I'm going to explain a little bit more about it, and then I'll perform the haka for you. So it goes, a tōia mai, te waka, ki te urunga, te waka, ki te moenga, te waka, ki te Takoto Takato ai, te waka hi. Now, obviously that's the hardest line to learn. It takes a little bit of practice. The other lines, once you get them into a mantra, especially even this bottom line, to be honest with you, once you get it into a mantra and that repetitive, that's how I practiced it with my class, and know it off by heart. Don't even need this anymore, okay? That's the best way to practice it because it's so repetitive. Now, the style of this haka is that it's run through twice. And what happens is the leader, they'll call kia mau, get everyone ready, and then they'll go hei runga hei raro, hei, ha, hei, ha, hei runga hei raro, hei, ha. And they repeat that twice. That's to prepare everyone, and then they run through the haka and it goes through twice before you say hei. Now, the other point that needs to be mentioned is that the leader only says the first three verses. Everyone together says the chorus line, which is te waka. Okay, so only the leader says a tōia mai, ki te urunga, ki te moenga. Everyone else says te waka and ki te takatoranga ai, takato ai, te waka hi. Okay, so the leader in a rangatira sense, in a chiefly sense, he's the one giving the instruction to pull these people in, bring these people ashore, okay? And then everyone together in a preparation, you are welcome now, you can rest, okay? If that makes sense. So if I give you an example, you'd go, kia mau, e, hei runga, hei raro, hei, ha, hei, runga, hei raro, hei, ha, hei, ha, a tōia mai, te waka, ki te urunga, te waka, ki te moenga, te waka, ki te takatoranga ai, takato ai, te waka, hei. Now, as I said before, that might be run through twice. Even in a long ceremony where there's plenty of visitors and there's a lot of them coming in, you wouldn't finish and call for a he until everyone has come in and either be at a standing position or seated. Generally it'll be a standing position. And the leader, you've got to train that person or listen to that person depending on what your role is within this, that the tone of their voice, the key of their voice would change in that last te waka, because it might go te waka a tōia mai to carry it on, or they might go te waka hi. Okay, so there's a lot to learn about this haka, but it's really, really simple. Now, just to let you know, you can look up plenty of videos on YouTube. There's so many different hand actions. I saw one earlier where the man throws his hands up in the air like that. I saw it and with a waka paddle down the side, so like this. Okay, that's one style. There's also, I've seen children at Edgecombe Primary. I really liked your video, guys. If you ever see my video, really good, guys. And they were just straight hands up in the air. Really simple, okay? Don't overcomplicate things. You don't need to, okay? The one that I've taught my students is an action to enforce the action of pulling people in. So, hei runga hei raro, a tōia mai, te waka, ki te urunga, te waka, okay? Because I'm trying, as a teacher, I'm trying to enforce the symbolism of welcome and pull people to you, okay? Pull people into your whenua. You're not manuhiri anymore, you're tangata whenua with us. This is your tūranga waiwai as well. That's what I'm trying to enforce by the gestures and actions that I'm doing. But it's all very dependent on the level and the ability of your children, and what you want to get out of it and what the message is that you're trying to impose by teaching this haka. Now, I really recommend this haka. It's a really easy haka for everyone. I've got quite a multinational class of Egypt, Russia, Fijian, Indian, Samoan, a whole plethora of things. So it's a really good idea to try and probably teach this haka first as opposed to kamate, because kamate has very set specific actions. And with those action songs, it becomes more complex. So this is what I've been teaching over the last few days. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to subscribe to the channel and see all kinds of other stuff, hit subscribe. Just as a shout out, there's going to be some more stuff coming out over Matariki time, especially relating to Māori arts, culture and crafts. So hang in there and come and visit my channel when you can. But for now, ka kite, and I'll see you next time on Mr. Ashley's Place.